All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem, Rakak Dash, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother Quad from the DC Camp, coming back at you with another lesson. And I'm entitled this one, Slang and Idioms. All right? And when you go through the scriptures, you see a lot of slang, and you can pick out a lot of idioms that's in the scriptures, man. And the first thing I want to do is actually get the definitions of these words. Then I'm gonna start the lesson. Cause I stumbled upon this word idiomatic, and I wanted to look it up, right? And the definition, excuse me, the definition of that word got me on to doing this lesson. So like it, all of a sudden, all this mucus. It says using, containing, or denoting expressions that are natural to a native speaker. Okay, so that's what it means. It's natural to a native speaker, and that's what the scriptures is, man. You know, and that's how you know that it's simply for our people. And I also went to the etymology online for the word idiomatic. It says peculiar to a certain language. Okay, so it says marked by use of idioms. And let me get that. A form of speech peculiar to a people or place. And like I said, this is how you know that the scriptures is simply for our people, because our people wrote the scriptures and it was common to our people, you know? And that's why we can understand the scriptures and they can't. When we talk about, in Genesis, we talk about serpent. You know how Jake be like, that nigga a snake? We talking about that somebody sneaky, you know, deceptive, you know? Like now the world might understand that, but back then they didn't get it. But even still, you talking about serpent, and you think, and these people talking about actual serpents, man, like a snake. They think it was a snake in the garden. You see, but our people could understand the scriptures because it was native to us. It's just like where we from in the DMV or DC area, they got a slang where they be like, uh, a chill Mo, he jive luncheon, you know. Uh, Most people wouldn't know what that means, but somebody from here will understand. Like he's saying, like, yo, calm down. He you know, you tripping, you know. And that's all throughout the scriptures, man. And I like to do videos based upon idioms, you know. For example, I did like roll with the punches, or uh, uh, I did a few of them, you know. Or you see something that say the writings written on the wall, a line in the sand, you know. You get all these well, those idioms came from the scriptures, man. They originated from the scriptures, and it will bring you into a certain story in the scriptures, man. Well, we know the writings on the wall, that was many tiku, you know, when the kingdoms was written out, man, you know. Or the line in the sand, when Joshua wrote that line in the sand, he said, choose this day who you gonna serve, man. You see? So that's pretty much what it is, but I wanted to get how it's peculiar to our people. You know, that's why these people, they stumble when we talk about the world, or we talk about different words. They stumble at them, you know. But see, now we get it through the scriptures, man, or through the spirit. All right. Um. Oh, also I want to mention how you can tell that it's us, because when you look at, because we are the salt of the world, as the scriptures say. When you look at rap, that's what our people are, the best rappers, you know. And we use like double meaning words and things like that, but we know what they talking about. A lot of these people, they don't understand what they talking about because they're not on the same wavelength, if you will. They're not from that people, so they don't really get what we saying. So really, this is like a coded language, man. You know, the scriptures is a coded language, and you have to have the ears to hear. The scriptures constantly say having the ears to hear it. All right. So I'm gonna start this lesson. I'm gonna get this is 1 Corinthians 2 verse 6. It says, "Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory." So that's what we speaking, man. But we only speak it amongst them that are perfect. Like even a lot of our people, they can't get it. As the scriptures say, none of the wicked shall understand. You know? Because, let me get this. Amos 3 and 7, it says, "Surely the Lord, Yahweh, will do nothing but revealeth his secret into his servants the prophets." Because the Lord only revealing his word into some. You see? And we able to break down the mysteries in the scriptures, man. You know? But this one I wanted. 1 second. I know it's Proverbs. Yeah, here you go. It's Proverbs 8 and 9. It says, "They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge." You know, so this word is plain unto us, man. When we find certain things, you know, in the scriptures that help us understand it, we can get it. But also know that the scriptures is a stumbling block. It's a stumbling block and a snare unto some. You see? But the ones who the Lord is dealing with, they gonna get it, man. Let me get this Matthew 11. This is Matthew 11 and verse 25. It says, "At that time Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent and has revealed them unto babes." Yeah, because at one point, we got this knowledge taken from us, man. And the scriptures say that the children of this generation, the children of this world is wiser than the children of light in his generation, man. You know, so they are the wise ones that's been hidden. Although they try to study it, they can't get it because it's not native unto them. They study it as best as they could, you know, but they can't get it. So the Lord has hid these things to them. It says, verse 26, "Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight." All right. So, hey, it was good that the Lord did it this way, man. He's preparing the table. Oh, let me find that scripture. I don't have it written down, but I just thought of it. Table. And this is how the Lord is doing this, man. This is Psalms 23 and verse 4. It says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over." So that's what the Lord is doing. He's preparing a table uh, for us in the presence of our enemies, man. They don't even they don't even see it. They walk past us daily and they can't understand it, man. Because the Lord is feeding us pretty much in plain sight. Let me get this script. This is Revelation. Yeah, this is Revelation 2 and verse 17. It says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear." Remember, you gotta have ears to hear this stuff. It says, "What the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, save he that receiveth it." Right, and that new name, it's a refreshed name. All right, because what? It was native to us. It was we had one at one point we knew it, but you see right now you got a lot of people. They stumbling at the name, man. They can't get the exact name. You know, and even if they do, they don't get the correct doctrine, because that's who the Lord is feeding with the hidden manna. Now, real quick, the hidden manna is hey, because the Lord said that He's going. He promised that He will reveal Himself and His word to those that seek Him and walk in His ways, man. So those people is the ones who the Lord is revealing the secrets to. All right, the hidden things of the Most High are hidden in plain sight, man. You know, but you have to set your eyes and search for it. The Lord says, "Them that do the will of the Lord, He will let to know doctrine, man." And I remember the brother from the main camp, I believe his name Priest Shaman. He did a video on slang, and he was going in on fruit, the word fruit, man. You know, like today, if we call somebody a fruit, you would think that they a faggot, man. You know, but that's just how it changes, man. But in the scriptures, when it's talking about fruit, it's talking about philosophies and things of that nature. When you go back to Genesis, you know. But this is how we hide things. You know, it's like a coded language, man. But now, oh, let me. I want to back up that point because I had got. I want to get back in Psalms 25. Well, I got Psalms 23 first time, but this is Psalms 25 in verse 17. It says, "The troubles of my heart." Oh no, this is not it. Damn. I think I wrote the wrong one down. Shoot. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna find it. 1 second. The secrets. Yeah. It was 14. In Psalms 25 verse 14, it says, "The secret of Yahweh is with them that fear Him, and He will show them His covenant." And the scriptures say that that all of us shall learn of the Most High, man. You see, but on 1 Corinthians 2:14 says, "But the natural man receiveth not of the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can they know them, because they are spiritually discerned." So these things are given through the Spirit. That's how we're able to we're eating of the hidden manna, which was the food that the Israelites got in the wilderness, man, that sustained them, and that's what we getting now. Only the elect. See, remember, oh, what does idiom or idiomatic remind you of, man? So I also looked up the word idiot. Let me go to it. I wanted to know, like, why does it? They sound pretty similar, right? So idiot is a person so mentally deficient as to be incapable of ordinary reasoning. A simple man, uneducated or ignorant person. So back then, they used to call Jake. Remember, they called the disciples uneducated. You know, because mind you, the people that are in power now is the same people that was in power then, but they feel like they the educated ones. So you got these people that go to seminars, and they think that, oh, they can break certain things down, but they don't get it through the Spirit, man. They look at us as idiots. That's why when the scripture say the preaching of the cross is foolishness unto them. You know, because they speak in the wisdom of this world, but we speak according to the wisdom of the Spirit, man. And it's natural to us. They don't get it, man. Um, or idiotic. Let me get that. Yeah, uneducated or ignorant. Back then, they used to call, just like how we call them heathens, you know, and they profane. They outside of the temple. That's how they look at us, man. And whoever don't speak like their language, which was Greek back then, English now, you know, they look at it as we uneducated, or you know, we speak with a ignorant tongue. We speak ignorantly. That's why a lot of times they call Jake ignorant. You know. All right. So what else I wanted? I can't. I wanted to get the one foolishness. They are foolish. Let me see. Nah, I can't think of it right now. Um, but yeah, anyways, that's the wisdom of this world, man. You know that these is foolish to the to this world. All right, what we doing? You know, because they don't have the ears to see, and I mean the ears to hear and the eyes to see, man. The Lord didn't give it to them. You know, only we can get it. You know, oh, that's the word, uncultivated, uncultured. They call us uncivilized or uncultivated, man. That's what they mean. But when they call us idiots, back then they used to call us barbarians, man. You know, but see, the Most High is the one that planted us and shaped us. He gave us His ways. He showed us His words. And that's why we can get it, and they can't. You know, and they jealous. They want what we have. You know. Hold up. Word. This is Psalms 147 and verse 19. It says, He showeth His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. As for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. All right. So they haven't known these things, man. And let me look up the word slang, the definition of the word slang, because that's where you won't get the idiots from. It says type of language that consists of words and phrases that are regarded as very informal, are more common in speech than writing, and are typically restricted to a peculiar context or group of people. See? So we understand each other's slang. That's why we can get the scriptures easier. But in this time, we still need the spirit. You know? Oh, man. I cannot. Yeah, though slang sometimes gets a bad rap for being inappropriate or incorrect, it's also highly creative and shows the English language is consistently evolving over time. So what we doing, it's very creative, man. But the point is, like, we can still speak because right now they are canceling, or or I would say that they are deleting videos, bringing down videos, and even suspending channels or taking down channels. You know, we can speak this stuff just like when you around Spanish, Jake. Even when I say Jake, a lot of people don't understand what that means. But when you around so-called Latinos and they speak Spanish, you don't really know. For the most part, I don't know what they saying. You know what I'm saying? But they can speak it right in front of me, and I don't understand what they saying. That's the same thing that we doing, man. The only people that understand is the ones that the Most High want us to that wants to understand. That's in the inner circle, you know, that's been initiated into this truth. When we talk about biblical characters, for a lot of people they don't understand that. We say Esau, you know, or she saw. People don't understand what we talking about. We talk about we going to get some Elam food. A lot of people don't understand what we talking about. So we can speak this thing in plain sight as well. It's because the Lord gave us back this the Lashawan Kodash. And let me get real quick. Zephaniah 3 verse 9, it says, For then will I turn to the people a pure language, and they may all call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him with one consent. And that's what we doing, man. So that's how we got the language back in this time. All right, and the other scripture I wanted to get was Revelation 14 verse 3. It says, And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. And the reason why the 144,000 can understand it is because they was there from the beginning as well. But it says them that were redeemed from the earth. That's the ones that the Lord is supping with today. You know. Also, Yahweh Shah said he speak unto them in parables, but he break it down to us plain. You know. So when Yahweh Shah was teaching in the open to the multitudes, he spoke in parables, and that's pretty much what we doing. But see, the ones that's listening and learning, they can understand what we saying, and that goes hand in hand with slangs and idioms or idiomatic. Okay, that's pretty much what I wanted to get to, man. Or explain. And hey, look, Esau, they just jealous, man. and they want what we have, man. They lied to us, like the devil that he is, just so that they can slide into our position, man. But he knows, he knows when we down, he's up, man, because we are opposites, and the Most High uses him, man. But that's why he tries to imitate us. He talks shit about us, but he tried to imitate us, man. They really hate us because they ain't us, man. But all in all, this is how we know that this truth ain't for everyone and salvation ain't for everyone, man. Just the way that the scriptures is written out, it's written in code, and the Spirit helps us discern it, man. You know. But yeah, that's pretty much the lesson I wanted to get. I was kind of all over the place, but I looked up those words and I thought it was pretty interesting, and I thought like how the Lord revealed this unto us, in code. And I just wanted to explain that. Lord willing, I did a okay job of explaining it. To the next lesson, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Hardash, and I want to say Shalom.